is so unique. It houses the cobras, puff adders, black and green mambas, and African rock python. It is only here you can find existing giant tortoise, estimated to be 59 years old, several species of crocodiles found in Africa, and an American alligator as old as 60 years old.
Alligator. Alligator is a family trace from the crocodiles, though is slightly different from crocodiles in that alligators are bigger than crocodiles, and also their snout for the alligators, they have a broad snout.
Mm-hmm.
For the crocodile, they have a sharp snout.
Mm-hmm.
Snout
Yes.
is the distance from the nose.
Yes.
The distance from the nose to the head, that's the snout.
Okay.
So now when I say this, they have a sharp snout, and like the crocodile, crocodile have a sharp snout, alligators have a broad snout. So I'm just going to show you.
But on top of that, we also have two aquaria within the park. So we have a freshwater aquarium and we have a marine aquarium. Both of them are well stocked with fish from the different ecosystems within the country and from the Indian Ocean.
Another breathtaking section of the Nairobi Snakepark is the aquarium, holding the freshwater terrapins, coral fish from East African lakes, oceans, and rivers. You cannot also escape giant snails.
As you enter the Nairobi Snakepark, straight to the entrance, there is a signpost welcoming you that trespassers will be poisoned. There's a pit. So that pit, we call it a central pit. So that's a natural ecosystem that has been set up to illustrate how different animals coexist in a certain given environment. So at the center pit, you have now to do an eye test, for which now you have to locate the creatures or the reptiles living in that center pit. About 8 species of snakes. We have tortoises, we have chameleons, and we have some species of lizards living in the same area. So snakes, they have to look for their own food because they have been set free, they are moving freely by themselves. But as well, the prey, that is the chameleons and the lizards, they need to be able to survive by themselves. That's why you have the center pit, and that's why, as I said, it's a natural ecosystem. So if you look very well at the center pit, you'll be able to see chameleons. So chameleons have been put at the center pit deliberately so that they act as food for the some of the species of the snakes that you'll be able to see at the center pit. At the center pit, we have the butterfly grass snake, which is a harmless green snake that is usually confused with the green mamba. It's a small snake, green in color. At the same point, we have the boomslang, and that's why as the notice welcomes you to special poison. A boomslang is a venomous snake that we have put at the center pit, not to discourage tourists, but just to do some sort of illustrations and do some ecological merge of the different animals in that ecosystem.
The National Museums of Kenya is one of the leading research institutions in this country, which has a duty to carry out research in both natural and cultural heritage, as well as to serve as a repository for materials of these sciences. And it is also a dissemination area for the public in terms of the science and the cultural heritage of this country. One of the main areas of our research is in botany. And in this one, we host the East African Herbarium, which is the leading botanical research institution in this region. The herbarium hosts 1 million plant specimens as well as a staff complement of more than 40 scientists, and is a leading resource center for research in the plant sciences.
We have over 2,000 living collections of especially rare and interesting plants collected in the region, particularly in Kenya, in some of the vulnerable areas, let's say the Afro-Mundane or really degraded sites in the drylands, but also places like Mao, and they are being conserved actually live in the botanic gardens and become very attractive when it comes to not only the conservation, but also try to educate to the general public on the need of protecting our environment, but also taking care of our species.
Well, after you tire from the real fantasy of the Snakepark ambience, you are bound to be tempted to visit the park's well-furnished peace paths through the botanical gardens to replenish and rejuvenation. The serenity of fresh air coupled with cool environment is a natural healing.